He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Simeon. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. On 1st and 10, Simeon. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. Again, Simeon. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. Simeon on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. Now Simeon, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And now here comes Kansas City. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now it's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. On the run, this is Hunt.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. This is Hunt. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Hunt. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. They'll toss it to Hunt. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with fourth down now looming.
They went for broke on third down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on fourth down?
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First down, Simeon. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the pistol, they run with Anderson. And some space here. C.J. Anderson, the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 3rd down, that's Hunt. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. Carlos Henderson is deep for Denver. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
first down at Simeon. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a second down. A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing on third down, Simeon. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Smith now on second down. And Conley's got it over the middle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on third down, Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Derek Wolfe in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Shane Leckler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 20. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They run again on first down. Anderson. And some room to roam now. And he is knocked down from the side, right there around the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On second down, Anderson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 5 yards to gain here on 3rd down. Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
It wasn't 3rd and long. It was more like 3rd and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a 1st down. But I think they wanted to break tendency there. Catch the defense playing for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And, you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He's got the hook up with Conley. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Smith. And going deep for Hill. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Here we go. All right, now look at watch it. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
And they'll go with a wide receiver run here. It's Coleman. Nifty move. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Fresh set of downs here.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go.
On 1st down, they're going option left. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They run it again with Anderson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here's Simeon. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go! 3-19!
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Second down following the run.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Leopard.
Again, Anderson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun on third, Simeon. A dump off for Charles. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run again with Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. A toss play to Hunt. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Halfback sent in motion. From the 50, it's Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And coming out now, the Broncos. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Anderson. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now it's Simeon off the bootleg. Looking deep for Demarius. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They begin here with a run by Wentz. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They run with Hunt. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Right there at the 43. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Hunt. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Here we go now.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Simeon being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Smith turns and gives to West. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go. 38.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Allen Bailey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Let's go. 3-19.
Play action. It's Simeon. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be third and forever. Simeon. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Smith with a give to Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Smith. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. That close to taking a fourth-quarter lead, but the goalposts, they had other plans.
I thought it was on target. It looked good off his foot, but then, doink, off the metal and out. And those are the kind of breaks that can definitely swing the ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw is Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, here's Simeon. He finds Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 19 yards that time for number 19. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Back to throw, Simeon. His throw incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Simeon now to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. Simeon finding Thomas there to give the Broncos a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And here we go on first and goal. Simeon. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out come the Chiefs now. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, that sets up a big third down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
The Chiefs on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Hunt. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Shane Leckler now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. There he goes left side. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return. And they've taken the lead.
And how about that play right there? Fourth quarter, tie game, both sides trying to figure out who's going to make the big play. We just saw it right there in front of us. That's a monster return.
Indeed, breaking that tie with an exclamation mark. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Smith going to give this one to Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now look at him go. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play.
Fellas, we've got to have a great practice today. There's no other option. We've got 17 weeks. We shape it up and...
Time is running out. This is it. We go for gold.